Okay, I moved it. Okay. Oh. Damn, okay. No, I don't need that then. Okay, there we go. And we're getting on a print today for Miraculous Ladybug. Is this a Miraculous Ladybug? It's not. What is her name? What is her name? Oh my god. It's not Marinette. It's Tiki that I'm drawing. Oh, I had the thing going again. So I'm gonna be drawing Tiki from Miraculous Ladybug. I had this whole design for Tiki and Plague, so I'm redrawing it because I never finished the other one, or if I did finish it, I don't have any memory of it. But I did think that this was a perfect opportunity to do that. Also because I have a convention coming up and I'm making prints, so this is the print. This is one of the prints that I'm doing. But I have been so exhausted. I like skipped a whole week of streaming because I was just so fucking tired. And every day I would tell myself like I needed to stream or I needed to make a video, but I was so... Oh, hell no. Like I couldn't do a thing. But here I am. I even pre-scheduled videos. I've been so productive, but I don't feel like I have. But I know that I have. So now I'm just like winging it. I'm just like, oh, let's do this. Like, it should come out. It should be fine. I send my printer to go get fixed. And it's, I didn't want to. Because when it's broken. And I was gonna replace it, but it's the new printer would be so expensive. And this one, I mean, I've had it for a while. She's been good to me, but like for a while, she hasn't been printing too well. So I knew she had an issue. Like she told me herself. She's like, bitch, I have an issue. So I sent her to go get fixed. And I overthink these things too much. So there is only one shop that can fix printers in my area. And it's a little bit far away, so I did have to drive, obviously. It's not like I can walk with a really heavy printer. But I did have to drive to it. And the whole time, I'm just like, what if they're closed? What if, like, I went on their Yelp. It says they're open, but what if it's closed? What if it's shut down? What if it closed down? What if, because I took my time and not going and getting it fixed, that it lost business? I could have been the customer that, like, saved it. Then I started thinking, or it is extremely busy and I'm gonna screw myself over because I have a convention coming up next month and I have no way of printing out merch. It was one of those things. So I get there and there's no parking, which is fine, but I did get a really good parking that was like in front of the store. It just wasn't like in front of the store. So I carried my 15-20 pound printer to the shop and I'm just like, here she is. And you know, I put on the table, he starts making an invoice to do diagnostics, and I realize there's like 20, 25 other fucking printers in queue before mine. And I should have done it earlier. I'm so upset with myself. I always end up doing that where I hold things and then I wait too long. I waited too long. And I think I'm going to suffer from it. I can tell that I'm going to suffer. Because I should have gone earlier. I don't know why I didn't go earlier, but here I am. Not going earlier. But whatever. Here I am. So that's getting fixed, which is fine. But, and I forgot to close my shop. But at the same time, like, now that I think about it, I was thinking, like, oh, there's not going to be that many orders. There shouldn't be. It's like, this is, like, the time of month that there isn't that many orders. So I was just like, this is fine. It's fine. You know? And then I got, like, so many orders at once. And I felt so bad because now I had to ask, or my partner asked my in-laws, like, hey, can you print these out? I sent my partner another one because I do need another one printed out. And so I asked him if he could ask them. But I feel so fucking bad because I had 2 printers, but one printer wasn't working, so I gave it to my dad because he likes fixing old printers. And that was also my backup printer, but because my good printer, my big one that's super fucking heavy, she had not let me down at that time. So I was just like, yeah, my dad can just have it. It's fine. To be fair, I did try to print with it before I gave it to my dad, and it was just not printing anything. It would just print, like, it'll make the sounds like it was printing. I replaced the ink, everything. I did a head cleaning. Nothing worked. So, yeah. Yeah. But here I am in a dilemma because I need to do things. And, I can't. Which is fine. It's okay. It's great. But now I'm just kind of just like... So I'm making Miraculous Ladybug art. Because I'm going to make this like a... It's like a mini print. I don't even know if I want to make it in a mini print. Maybe I'll make it into a sticker. I'm really, like, I'm trying to stay away from prints now. I feel like not as accomplished when I have prints. And I feel like, oh, maybe I should just stick with stickers. But I don't know. I'm still fighting with myself about that. It's fine, though. It's great. And not gonna lie, so my partner, he comes for lunch, and he tells me, do you want lunch? Because he comes during his lunch break. He's like, do you want lunch? And I was like, oh, I would love some lunch. And so I've been kind of obsessed with this sandwich that he makes me. It does not sound the most appealing. It is literally just a bacon and mayonnaise sandwich. But that shit tastes so fucking good. That shit slaps. For a while, I was kind of like obsessed like with wonton soup. So I was having that almost every day. But then I got tired. And then, what was I eating for a while? I think I was having like chicken, like grilled chicken, just the fillet for a while. Just because I have to be careful with what I eat. Bacon is delicious. Bacon is very delicious. So I have to be careful with what I eat because I do have a chronic condition that basically gives me bad times if I don't. But at the same time, everything triggers it. So I am just kind of stuck here being like, well, it's okay. So the thing that I'm obsessed with right now is a bacon and mayonnaise sandwich. And it's so good. I fucking can't. I've always been wanting to ask Peter, my partner, if he could make the sandwich for me. But I always feel bad because he makes it for himself. And I was just like, oh. And one of the times he asked, finally, if I wanted one. And I was like, oh, it's okay. But all right, I'll take one. I don't mind. I would like to try this bacon mayonnaise contraction sandwich. And it was bussin'. It was so good. So now every single time, like, I'm a little snacky. He's like, do you want a bacon sandwich? I was like, yes, I do want a bacon sandwich. It was so good. Which is a problem. Because now it's like a safety food. It's like a safe food. So now it's just like I need to get more bacon. But bacon is so bad for you. But I love bacon. It's so good. When I would get mac and cheese, I would get bacon bits on it. That's so good. And yeah. That's my thing with sandwiches right now. Because I've been having like grilled chicken fillets for breakfast. Just because if I have egg too much, I do get sick. Again, it triggers like my chronic thing. If I don't even think I could have bacon that early in the morning either. It does upset my stomach. So I just have like a plain chicken fillet. To be fair, it's like seasoned a little bit with pepper. It's like not the craziest thing. But that's all I have. Maybe I have like one or two. And that's like besides that, and then iced tea with water. That is my breakfast, and it's been my consistent breakfast every single day, except for the weekends. But it's the only thing that doesn't upset my stomach. And one cool thing that I've noticed is that fucking a lot of people are now talking about their issues. Like, it's called IBS. And I didn't know there was like a whole like community about it, like around it. Like even in artist alleys at conventions, they sell stickers of like IBS and like my tummy hurts club. And I don't know. It kind of feels great knowing that you're not alone in this this chronic thing. I thought I was alone. And I did kind of feel bad about it, like having this issue. But realizing that I'm not alone and that most people, like not most, a good chunk of people go through it, I was like, okay, that's fine. I did start taking medication, but it doesn't stop the issues. It just lessens the effects. Like, it lessens the pain. What the hell was that? Oh, okay. It was a Discord notification. I was like, why am I getting a Discord notification? I know why. There you go. But no, I'm really happy that there is a community behind it. I'm so glad. Because I felt like I was alone in it. One thing that's new that I'm facing with making content again after taking such a large, I wouldn't even say a break. It's just like a large, I don't even know what you call it, because I don't know. I didn't think I would come back, honestly. I thought it was like one and done. I'm done. It's weird because the things that worked before don't work the same now. And it's just still me trying to figure out how to take the next step, how to, like, I feel like I'm teaching myself how to edit again and how to make things look good again. But there is like that, there is still something that is really reminiscent of how I used to do videos when I was much younger. So I don't know. I guess I'm just having a hard time trying to figure out like what works and what's not working. But at the same time, not really caring what I'm posting and just kind of enjoying it at the same time. It is a weird combination, I will say. Because I wish it wasn't just like a, I don't know how to explain it. But basically, it's a lot of the mindset of just like, I'm going to post something. I'm not 100% sure if this is going to go okay. But, you know, let's try it, you know? I think that's all I can say about it. I don't know if it'll work. I don't know anything like that. But it's still enjoying what I'm doing. And I have been enjoying a bit of it. I've been listening to audiobooks now. I am listening through Akatar, which is a court of, what is it? Thorns and Roses. Is it that? Yes, A Court of Thorns and Roses. And I'm in chapter 3 because each chapter is like an hour long. And so that's taking me a bit. I'm in chapter 3 of right now. I spent a good portion of my time looking into books that I wanted to listen to. You were missed, Meli. Glad to see you back. Oh, thank you, thank you. Thank you so much, Zero. Thank you, thank you. That's what happens. Most of the time, like, whenever I don't check my socials that much. I usually have Peter checking my stuff for me. The only thing that I feel like the only thing that I see more is like my YouTube and my Twitch. Maybe when I'm roaming TikTok, I see that too. But for the most part, I'm not in my other socials too much. It's kind of sad when I think about it. But it happens. So I think it's a good space for me though, because for the longest time I was so obsessed with all of my social medias, and I don't think that became very healthy. But yeah, I mean, I guess really like it's getting there. I don't know. I just want to draw. I just want to draw and make content. I don't know. That's like one of the main things that I'm like thinking about. When I was in therapy, my therapist was kind of just like, well, what do you want to do? And I'm just like, I don't know. I don't know. I've been trying to contact Peter for work through Insta, and now it's the waiting game. Ugh. Dude, his mom can't get through Insta. Not my mother-in-law sends a lot of memes to us via Instagram, and I check it only because it's a notification that I get, and so I check it. I'm like, I said, oh, Bobby. Peter's like, I don't get notifications. But then sometimes I have Peter look at mine, and he's just like, it's a Bobby. And I'm like, your mom sent this to you too. And he's like, I don't know. I think it's just harder for him, or I don't know. He tried. Peter really, really did try putting his art out there for him. But it's you lose motivation because, someone tells you if you want to traction for whatever you're working on. You need to post consistently every day to get something. And so you want validation with numbers, and so when you don't get that validation, it kind of sucks. I still have like a really bad habit of wanting validation with numbers. And this whole time has been a learning experience for me. Because I find out that I don't really need, I don't know. It's hard to explain, but like seeing art improve is a validation in and at itself. Dude, I don't know how to English. I'm sorry. I don't speak it too well. Oh, but I've been reading that Akatar book, or not reading, I've been listening. And there's tons of other books that I put in my list that I've wanted to read, but I'm going to listen to it because I can't sit, I literally can't, it's really hard for me to sit down and do stuff, because I feel like, oh, I have so many other things to do. I don't have time for this. Why am I doing this? I have no time. But being able to listen to an audiobook while I'm working, that's nice. That is very nice for me. Though I did get really frustrated with the books I'm listening to, I will say that. Because sometimes, like, when shit happens in a book and you're reading it, is freaking... When I would get to a part in the book, I would just throw the book and I'd be like, oh, what the fuck? I'll save my art. I'll be like, oh my god, that happened, and I would just like stay away from it for a while and then like pace around, and it's all these things. But listening to an audiobook and having it like all these different voice actors involved and sound effects and stuff like that, when something happens, I'm just like, fucking I just sit there just shaking my head. I'm like, oh, she's fucking dumb. That's definitely true. The downside for my account is that when I get spam accounts constantly, so much so that I use aggression while playing against bots. When it comes to bots, that's one thing that I would notice such a problem with when I had my tattoo apprenticeship account. I feel like that is one of the things that I would struggle with, would be just bots. Being like, oh, yeah, want to post your tattoos on whatever. So, you know, you try to fight against them by, like, reporting the accounts as spam or blocking them or all these things. Like, every single time I would put up, like, art in my tattoo account, I would get, like, 20 direct messages. 10 of them would be like, hey, do you want us to make you a logo? And the other 10 being, like, corn bots. So it's like, I can't fucking win, you know? I can't even tell if these eyes look the same. I personally recommend Neil Gaiman's The Sandman on Audible. Is it the Netflix show? I haven't seen it, but I've heard so many good things about it. I've been wanting to see. I will. Let me put that down. Hold on. I'm going to write this shit down. Because my actual notes, like for like what kind of books, they're on my phone. But since I'm using it to stream, but I'm going to write that down. Audiobooks have opened my eyes to like multitasking on a whole different level that I don't know why I didn't do it sooner. That's one thing that I told Peter. I was just like, why have I not done this before? Like, why haven't I done this before? Let me see. Neil Gaiman's. I'm literally, hold on. Because one thing that I would know is that throughout my day, I'm either working and it's very quiet and it's kind of like I'm struggling between like infinite scrolling on TikTok, which I try to stop myself, or just I don't know, sometimes I find myself just sitting there because of just like having so much to get done, and so you kind of just get paralyzed in all of that. So having an audiobook to listen to, I don't know. I feel like for me, at least personally, it's helped. I need to fix these eyes. Is the audio version based off the graphic novel from the DC Vertigo? The Netflix series changed a bit from mainly the use of DC. As long as the guy's still hot, I'm alright. I don't know. I think for one of my things for audiobooks I've been noticing is that in my mind the characters look completely different if I had from listening to it to then reading it. Because like the Cruel Prince, I've been listening to that and I've read the Cruel Prince, and now everything, I don't know, it sounds, the character's images, like how the character looked like when I read it, looks definitely different from when I'm listening to it. I don't know. I've opened my eyes to audiobooks. I'm thriving. But yeah, I decided to do the audiobooks because most of my time is spent driving, whether it's driving people to school, to work, and then taking my partner back from lunch, to then picking everybody up again. I'm always driving, so it is kind of hard when when Peter's in the car with me because he reads a lot, and so I'll be like listening to a book that he wants to read, and he's just like, fuck. Like I'll pause it and I'll take that consideration because I'm like, no, because I know you want to read this. Though I have been giving him recaps of ACOTAR in my own little version of what's going on. He finds those enjoyable. Because I'll be like, okay, so there's this bitch, and then there's this blonde hoe, and then this ginger hoe. He's like, oh, are these guys like, you know, and I'm like, no, they're sexy. They're hoes. To be fair, the Dream, aka The Sandman, is played by James McAvoy, and the audiobook I rec. I don't know names, but that sounds like a great name. Yeah, I mean hoe lovingly. I call my sister a hoe and a slut. But she does too. My sister sometimes messages me or calls me and she's like, what's up, slut? And I'm like, what's up, hoe? And then mom gets mad at us and she's like, stop talking to each other that way. And then I'll be like, don't use my sister. That's how we show each other our love. My sister and me, we went out to dinner the other day and we had like a really nice heart-to-heart, which is really rare because usually mom's there or my aunt's there. And when my sister and me talk, usually it's just like via text messages or calls, like we call each other. But not like about heart-to-heart stuff. So we talked. I don't know. I feel for my sister. I always do. We both went septic in the hospital. Two different times. So, like, we were really close, like, death stuff. And we came out of that appreciating, or I wouldn't say appreciating, I think looking at life a little bit different. So, we talk about that. And it's nice having someone to talk to about those things, that you can relate to those things. Oof. I need to make this one a little bit. There we go. I could probably erase like this. No, don't do that. Oh, I'm stretching. So yeah, I don't know. That's life right now for me, I guess. Which isn't too bad. I'm kind of like finding myself again, which is interesting. Because I don't know. I'm tired. I know that. I am tired a lot. But I think that's also my depression. With me being a writer and my sister being recognized as a cosplayer, we're going to cross paths at a convention one day. And it's gonna be great. I'm glad. Peter and I were thinking of writing a book together. Because we have a comic version that we've done a rough of it. But we've been kind of fighting that if we wanted to be draw a comic or just writing a book in general. One of the things is that Peter, when it comes to editing what I'm trying to say, because I do have a really hard time expressing what I mean in words. I think I've apologized to that before. I say one thing, but it isn't what I mean, and I can't find the right words for it. So we have like a whole, I don't know, like how do you say this? It's not a composition book. It's like a thicker book. I bought it from my time going to like Mexico with my dad, because my family is from Mexico. There's one thing that I really enjoy about their school supplies, and this is just like a little, I don't know if they've done it here in the US yet, but they have composition books, right? It's all college ruled, right? Here they have like one subject, the notebooks. In Mexico, they sell this huge brick of a composition book, and it's like 7 compositions in one. So it's like if you got 7 American composition books and it's just one. I don't know how to explain it, but it's really thick. It's really nice, and all of that is filled with the lore and the backstory of each character and what is supposed to happen in each chapter of each book that we were planning on releasing. It was supposed to be for the comic, and we even have a trailer out for the comic, but we realized that it is very difficult to do what we were trying to do, to display what we were, I don't know, like our skills just weren't there. The idea was there, but the skills needed to put that out there was not there. But we have all these chapters and all these, we started writing it like in the composition book, I don't know, maybe a year into our relationship, friendship, whatever you want to call it. And that we've changed a lot from then. But there's 2 characters. There's Saga and then there's Oliver. And it is a lot of mixing. How do I explain this? It is a combination of. Here's a good example. I don't know if this is the greatest example, but it's a pretty good one. And so let me start it like this. one thing that I realized when it came to enjoying Harry Potter growing up is the fact that Harry Potter only was like they were there for like their high school years, you know? Like once they were kind of done with high school, like the schooling started from like little kids to when they're older, and that was it. There was no like university or like, you know, if you wanted to do certain kind of career in the magic world, you just kind of learned it at one school from like a child, and then you were older, you kind of learned about stuff. I don't know if that makes sense, but I wanted to explore, instead of having this teen book where they're like kids to like teenagers, what would it be like as if like there was a university after that, and it was more of them training to be in the careers that they want. So that's where it sets place. And the main two protagonists are Adriana and Jax. Is it Jax? I'm pretty sure it's Jax. We change his name all the time, so that's why I don't know. And they're both they both come from the same orphanage. Spoiler alert, they're from the same orphanage. And they get adopted to two different families. And it revolves around them and their friends. Sort of, kind of. I mean, yeah. And there is like, there's Fae involved. So there's a lot of research we've had to do involving Fae, but also taking like the creative liberties of being like having our own Fae stuff as well. I don't know if that makes even any sense. But yeah, it was like a mixture of those things. There's definitely differences when it comes to the book that we're thinking of writing, and properties like HP, which there is no wands when performing magic. That's one thing that I wanted to make sure we didn't have. Yeah, I think it's wandless magic that it's like, yeah, they don't have wands. I don't think so. No. Yeah, no, there is no. God, I have concept art from it. Let's see. Let me see if I can get some of it. God, I'm bringing up old stuff. It's okay. It's fine. Okay, cool. I do have some images of it, which I didn't know I would have at this time. Let's see. There we go. So this is Saga and this is Oliver. I can also imagine Peter getting in here and be like, his name is actually Oscar. But no, it's not. It's not Oscar. It's Oliver. So his familiars are three ratties. And her familiar is a black cat. There's a huge story about their origins that brings in... Okay, me and Peter enjoy history. There's some historical figures that we do bring into the book. But they're not big figures. To be fair, you don't really know about them until much later. and not even in the same series. There's 2 series. There's The Other Side, which involves the magical school, magical society, and then there is the Spellcasters Cafe, which just revolves around these 2, because they are a thing, but it's complicated. I do have a spin-off webcomic for them, though, of their son, not of them, but their son, that also connects The Other Side, which includes the academy, and also includes Spellcasters, which is their story. It's on Tapaz. I think there's a link over there in Twitch if you look in the description, or like in my about. There is a an about. It's called, what is it? Spring's Winter. It's just 1 chapter, just because I'm redrawing the other chapters. We're already done. It's only about 5 chapters long, but it's a short story about their son. It's only a short story. It's because he dies. He decides to not accept the he doesn't accept the magic, or his parents' magic. So he lives his life like a regular person. Oh, but the only reason that me and Peter even decided to do the one-shot was because there was a contest via Webtoon that we decided to enter. Our friend, like, got a... she got pretty up there in the contest. I think she did. She didn't win, per se, but she did get contracted later on to do art for another webtoon, official webtoon. I really hope she's okay. Sometimes I wonder and I worry about her. But I have a really hard time sending messages to people, so I could message her and check up on her, but I really have a hard time doing that. But I also think she knows. That's where I found out about your struggling YouTuber still ran Tabas, along with other friends the series. I do have that series. I've been trying to redraw it, but this whole time that I've been trying to redraw it, I've had like this whole inner turmoil about it. Do I delete everything, start from scratch? Do I continue updating from it? It is one of those things where I'm trying to figure out. I don't know. We'll just see where it goes. Honestly, one good thing that I've noticed is that as long as you're getting ideas, as long as you continue having all these ideas of what you want to do, what you want to like create, what do you want to see, you'll be fine. I think the problem that arises is when you have an art block, when you have a writer's block, and those creative juices are just nowhere to be seen, and then you start having imposter syndrome, and you start questioning if you could even do all those things in the first place. I had the worst imposter syndrome when I was still a tattoo apprentice. It's a whole story. I did have to leave my tattoo apprenticeship, but that's like a whole other story, and I don't really want to get into that. Oh, yeah, Miraculous Ladybug? Yeah, Miraculous Ladybug. It is a show You can find it on Netflix. I did human versions of Tiki and Plague a long time ago. And so I am just redrawing it. I do have the image of what it looked like before. And I should probably bring those up anyways because I need a reference, sort of, kind of. It's not like I'm really using the same ideas. But I do have a reference. I feel like I do. Where are you? Oh, it's right here. There we go. I'm gonna drag it here. Here's the reference of like old art. This was like super old art that I did. Oh. Obviously, my art does not look like that anymore. I thought you're done with Ladybug in comic dubs. I am. This is just me making art of Tiki from an old art that I drew. Just because I found it and I was just like, I could probably redraw this. Yeah, this is old though. I have not watched any episodes of Miraculous Ladybug. I can promise you that. But I still have some nostalgia about it. I don't dislike it. I've been learning how to separate myself from fandom, which is crazy. It's appreciating something like a content without involving yourself with fandom. It has opened my eyes, and it's now such a thing that's happening in the community. I've been seeing a lot of people talk about enjoying content without the community itself, if that makes any sense, without interacting. Because you'll always have people like fighting over stuff, and you can just enjoy that thing on the sidelines without putting your opinion or anything about it. So I guess this is just me doing old art of a nostalgic thing that I used to watch. Because it's nostalgia, I don't know. I'm enjoying this content I made. I don't know what's happening in the series. Even my kids who used to watch the stuff are just like, it's okay. And if my kids tell me it's I'm not gonna, there's other things to watch. So. At this point, I'm willing to work for hire for a bit until I get enough saved up to launch it for your comic book, right? Yeah. I was still so sad that the Kickstarter didn't take off. I did expect it to. You had to really... The design was great from what I could see. The story that it was, like, you put out, like, the... explaining it was great. Sometimes it just happens. Sometimes I think about all the times that I used to voice act Miraculous Ladybug. And I tell my partner, I'm just like, can I do the voice? I don't even know if I can do the voice anymore. And he's like, try it. It didn't come out the same. It was like, let me see. Oh, I don't know. How do I voice act? I don't know. It doesn't come out as well. I had to like... And it's embarrassing voice acting in freaking Livestream. It used to be not before. Before, I would be like, hi guys, welcome back. Ladybug Nightmare comic was pretty good. I do think it was kind of too scary for the audience at that time, but I enjoyed it. So it'd be like, in my live streams, I would have this voice, and it would get higher pitched, and I would be like, hi, I'm Ladybug. What you doing? Gonna get those bitches. I don't fucking know. Correct. I have more saved up for pages to be drawn. I'm still going to launch it again once I get enough. I felt like I launched it too prematurely. I'm learning from mistakes. That's good. That's what you do. You need to learn from mistakes. That's the only way you can grow. There we go. Hibia. Hi, Litzy. How you doing? How are you? I'm reminiscing about my days. Just, you know, just little old me reminiscing. No, not really. I was talking about books and art. You know what's crazy though? I will tell you this. I was looking at like Twitch. I put new badges, right? So if someone subscribes via Twitch, there's like badges now, and it's really cute. I even released. I think the new emote is out. Let me see. It is. Oh my god. Let me see if I can post some. I think they're fucking adorable. I don't know if it's gonna work on my screen though. Let's see. They did. They're like little gremlins. I posted little new gremlins on the Twitch side. There we go. Anyways, going back to that. So I released new badges, right? And on YouTube, it's like, hey, do you want to put badges for your people? I'm doing good. I'm trying as well. And I have my pet bird on my head right now. Oh, you have a pet bird? Aw. That's so cute. What's their name? I had pet birds before. They weren't mine. They were my sister's. But we've had some before when we were much younger. Now I just got a dog. But YouTube was like, do you want to add... Hi, Prism. It's like, do you want to add badges? Bon. Oh, that's so cute. Oh my goodness. Give Bon a pat for me. Oh, let them know they're loved. Oh, I love birds. So YouTube told me, do you want to add badges for your subscribers? Not subscribers. It's like, I guess there's a program on YouTube that you can pay to join. And so I added the badges, and it's just like I was seeing other people's examples of what they do for their content for like YouTube and like joining this program. And I saw that. I knew myself that I wouldn't be able to do all that work just because I like to limit myself and I want to enjoy the content I'm making and not just make it work related. Like, I don't want this to be like, oh, it's a job. I have to do this because it's work. I want to enjoy making content. Her name is Marshmallow in Spanish, Bonbon. Oh, it's Bonbon. It's Bonbon. Dude, don't even get me started con bonbones. Estaba comiendo bonbones como si eran dulces. Like cough drops. I was just eating those. I was like, delicioso. Because I was gonna make hot chocolate, but like to drink it, and I was gonna have like marshmallows on top, and instead I just like plop 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 plop, and then they were gone, and I blamed everyone in the house except for me, because it was their fault they was gone, not mine, even though I ate them. So yeah, no, I said no to the join partner whatever on YouTube because I'm not here to like bite more than I can chew, or you know. I've already learned from those mistakes. Girly, you're so adorable. I love you. Dude, I'm just telling the truth. You know what's crazy is the fact that I have to draw this, right? For a convention for next month. Just for... I already know. I'm going to regret drawing this. And I'm going to have it. And I'll be like, I really didn't want to do prints anymore. I just want to do stickers. Because I made these really cute, like, sticky notes. Those were so fun to draw. Oh my goodness. But here I am, once again, just drawing. Also, if you guys hear any noises, that is my trash man. I can hear him because he's going around the corner. I hear him. And this man is the loudest as can be. Every single Monday, he's like, "Rrrm." Like he can't just like go like a nice pace. It's supposed to be like the speed limit and where I live. It's like 7 to 10 miles per hour because of the housing, how it is. Like that's the speed limit. And so they're not apartments. Like I don't live in apartments. So it's like houses. And this man, I have like this, I don't know. He's seen me run out to take out the trash because I'm running late. And he's just laughing. So I hate him already. Because estaba en pantuflas. So I have my road, my pantuflas. And I was running out to take out the trash cans for the trash man. And this man was laughing at me. I will forever hold it against him because he laughed at me in my pantuflas. But every single time he's driving, he's like hitting 30 at the curbs. This trash man with a big ass truck hitting 30 at the curbs and the bumps. So he goes, "Rrrr." I hate it so much. I'm like, I hope you get a flat tire. I hope you do. Laughing at my pantuflas. How dare he? Right? How dare he? And for people who don't know where pantuflas are, they're my slippers. Tenía pantuflas. And I was running. I was like, no, fucking, I am so upset. But yeah, I that's why I don't like him. I will fight this man, this trash man. I don't even know what he looks like, but I remember seeing him once. I don't remember his face, but I just think every single trash man that comes by is just that trash man. Have you ever gone somewhere and the place recognizes you to a point where it's embarrassing? Because that happened to me recently. Or it's happened more often than I would like to say. There's this taco shop. And I'm not trying to be so Mexican. I swear to God. There's a taco shop. And I always get tacos de birria. And I don't like their salsas that they have there. And so I'll be like, no salsa. I'd rather put salsa que tengo en la casa that I have at home than waste their salsa. Like, why? I rather, like, how do I explain this? When I go places, I like how they do give you like your utensils and like the packets. But sometimes like I don't want to waste their products. Because I know this just like if I don't use your salsa, it's just going to go straight in the trash. And I feel so bad about that. So I always tell them. And they do. But they've gotten to the point where I'll order my tacos. Because the tacos on Taco Tuesday are $1.25. And that's so fucking cheap. And I'm like, oh, I'll have like 7 tacos. And they're like, no salsas, right? And I was like, fuck you. Don't talk to me. I hate that. I hate that. They're so... And it's just like, it's really cool that they recognize you, you know? And they're like, oh, it's you, the no salsas. It just sucks. Because you just realize, you're like, fuck. They really, am I really the only person that says no salsas? Shit. So, I don't know. Sometimes it's hard to go to the taco shop. It's the only good taco shop in the area. There's like, how many taco shops? Just like 3, 4. But you can tell that the target audience for the other taco shops are not me. This taco shop is like a little rickety in the corner. Like, it looks like it's falling apart, but it is so good. I'm not gonna pay 12 algo for like 2 tacos and like frijoles. Like, I'm not. I'd rather pay less than 20 for like a bunch of food than like overpriced. That's all I'm gonna say. And there's another place that I always go and I always buy drinks. I just get my iced tea from there because they have crunchy ice. And every day they're like, "Hi, MeliZ. We already know. Yep, it's ready for you at the window." Fuck. Just stop. Don't do that to me. That one, because you have to give your name when you order. So at that point, they just know my name. And they're like, "MeliZ, just go ahead. Go ahead. Just keep going. We already know. It's already ready for you." And I'm like, thanks. I don't know. I think the trash man missed my street. I did not hear it pass by. I heard him in the distance, but I didn't hear him pass by. He better not have missed my street on purpose. That man wants to fight me. I will fight this man. I can kind of hear him. I'm like trying to listen in to see if the trash man is coming. I don't think he is. Oh, he's leaving me for last. I fucking know it. I hear him. I swear to God, now he's paranoying me. I hear him. I can hear him touching them trash cans. Go over house, give her tight community. Well, nice ones. Remember one another and talk like old childhood friends when we're complete strangers. Yes. Eso sí. I will agree with you. Whenever at work, when I was working at the tattoo apprenticeship, there was only one other Mexicana working there. And we were best buddies. We have only known each other for like a day and we're like besties by the end of it. My Thai restaurant remembers my name since I ordered 3 certain dishes, all at different times. Dude, I swear to God, it's like, you want to be like, yeah, I'm that cool. I'm that regular person. But also like, oh my God, they know me. I just shake my head because it's just, fuck. There is like 7 Thai places where I live. I will say that. And I will only like one of them. And the only reason I like it is because it's open until like literally midnight. So if I order from them at like butt crack 11:30, they have the best. It's not even like, oh, you know, they only have like 1 item, 2 items. They have todo. Tienen todo. Y sometimes when it's late at night and you're working, sometimes you just want a fried rice. Sometimes you just want, I don't know, pad thai. You just want pad thai at like 11:30. It's no shame. But that's why I'm faithful to that one Thai restaurant. No shame. Same goes for my coffee shop. I always get one specific coffee shake. It's because it's so damn good. I'm not much of a coffee person. I used to be, but like at the same time, it was like McDonald's coffee, and I was getting it because it used to be $1. Not anymore. Fuck. Pero it would be cafe. Like, I would have, like, my coffee and my hash brown from McDonald's. And it would be so fucking good, dude. It was so fucking good. And then, like, a long time ago, I'm not even saying recent, I used to work at Starbucks. And so I would be drinking, same for the $2 fraps. I used to drink, freaking McDonald's introduced me to the $2 fraps. That shit, all the time. All the fucking time. It was unhealthy. I'm glad they made it more expensive. I'm not gonna lie. But then I did try to get it later on. And they changed the recipe. Como fregados que they're always gonna change the recipe on that shit. I don't know what they did. It just doesn't taste the same. Fuck that. No, but Starbucks, like, they're okay. Like, I haven't had any recently. Because of the whole, like, boycotting and shit. So, like, that, like, I already, What's your favorite Pokemon? Ooh, ni empiezas. Oh, God. I have 2 tatuajes. Tengo tatuaje de Suicune and tatuaje de Rayquaza. Those are my 2 top Pokemon. But if we're talking about, like, más chaparritos, Eevee. No cap, just Eevee. The cinnamon melts were fantastic when I was working as a stable boy, too. The cinnamon... You guys are gonna make me so hungry for shit that doesn't even fucking exist anymore. For the cinnamon melts at McDonald's, that shit was so delicious and cheap. Don't get me started. I get the fraps and the cinnamon melts. I was so chunky. Then they opened up a cinnamon bun by where I used to live. I wolfed down one. I felt so nasty after. I've never felt good after eating cinnamon bun. Porque there's this plaza by my... That's what the mall's called. Where I used to... Well, I guess I can say it. Porque I don't live over there anymore. But it's called like Plaza something. I'll just say that. The mall that I used to live by. They have a cinnamon plate. Cinnabon? Cinnabon. Where you get the fucking cinnamon rolls, right? And... They were cheap. Oh, Melly, I'm updating my magic system in TT bar RG. I'm making an advanced magic mechanic. Ooh. I need to keep updated with your stuff. I think TT RPG. Tabletop RPG. Are you thinking of like releasing it in like an Itch.io kind of thing? Oh, the cinnamon buns? Yeah, I never felt fucking good with the fucking cinnamon buns after eating them. I ate one. It was hot. It was delicious. I felt like throwing up after. I hate that shit. For cafes though, I do like Better Buzz coffee. And that's not for the coffee. It's for the hot chocolate. Yeah, probably Itch.io or something like that. I see a lot of like tabletop in Itch.io, so that's why I was asking. Let me tell you, Better Buzz, their fucking coffee shit, and I'm sorry. That's a controversial statement. Better Buzz's coffee is shite. McDonald's coffee tastes better. I'd rather spend my money on coffee and McDonald's than there. But their hot chocolates are something else. They use Ghirardelli chocolate. Like, that shit tastes so fucking good. They must be using something. But I went the other day for the first time. I've been just introduced to this because there's like a bunch of drive-thrus showing up now, which is weird. And it was raining and I really needed something warm. And I was telling my sister, like, I really don't want McDonald's coffee because at night it tastes like shit. And I really don't want to go to Starbucks because you already know why. And so what do you say? And like, what else is there? She's like, this one. And it's by her house. It was a Better Buzz. So we went. And I'm like, oh, I've already had this with my aunt. It's really shit. And she's like, well, what are you going to get? And we're in line. It's raining. And then I'm like, dude, it's almost time to close. They're closing. Like, are they going to still take us if it's closing? It's raining. It's pouring. And then she's like, yeah, because we got in line like 10, 20 minutes before closing. You're fine. And yeah, we were fine. And they put a cone behind my car so no one could get into the line anymore. Tell me why. Literally 2 minutes later. Like, this other lady came, took our orders, and then they placed the cone. So, like, I was, like, not the last order. There was someone, like, in a different lane than me, but they put a cone behind her, too. So, we were done. We ordered our fucking, I just got hot chocolate. My sister got nothing. They go back inside. I'm like, oh, okay, we paid. I'm getting my hot chocolate because I did not want coffee. And this lady fucking gets her fat ass car, family van, and pushes on top of the fucking cone. And she's just like waiting to get served, this and that. And so I put down my window. It's fucking pouring, but soy chismosa. Quería saber lo que they were talking about. So my chismosa ass, knowing it's fucking pouring, about done with work. I'll catch you later. Catch you later, Zero. Yo, chismosa. Put down my window in the fucking rain. so I can see what they were talking about. And the lady is like yelling at the ordering window, being like, well, I got here at 8. And they're like, no, you didn't. The person before you did. That's why we put a fucking cone at out behind them at 8. You were not there at 8. And she's like, well, I'm here, aren't I? Take my order. And they're like, no, we're closed. It was fucking crazy. I listened to the whole thing. And that lady had the cone stuck up her fucking car. Had to back up, have her kid take the cone out of the fucking car from the bottom, and then they drove off. They had to back out of the driveway thing and get out of the thing. But I was just like, damn. Like, really? You're gonna run over a cone? Like, the coffee ain't that good here. I love the coffee shop near my uni. It runs by an energy worker, and there's spirits there. The workers are all alternative and queer, and there's a thrift shop connected. The plants are so green. They also have these homemade flavored syrups that you use for stuff as well, that you can just add to your stuff when you order. That's so cool. What? I want coffee shops like that. What am I interrupting? You're not interrupting nothing. I'm just yelling. I'm just telling Chismes about this lady who ran over a cone for fucking coffee. That wasn't even that good. But I want more coffee shops where there is like, it's like, I don't know, like you feel like, oh, this is actually like good coffee. This is like a homey place. This is like a nice, like you want to hang out here. That is so cool, Prism. What the fuck? I want that. That's funny. Dude, don't, but it was in the fucking rain, and this lady's like, I was here at 8. And then the fucking window lady's like, no, you weren't. Because we put the fucking cones behind the cars at 8. What are you talking about? And me, again, in the rain, it was pouring. It was fucking pouring. It was at nighttime. I put my fucking window down. I will hydrate. Thank you, Liveyon. My chismosa ass put down my fucking window. Usually, local, non-franchise cafes are good. That's the thing, though. In the area that I live in, the only one that is non-franchise is this really small place called Cappuccino. And it's open only from like 4 to 5 in the morning. And there's no like I can't do much with that. I don't even see it ever open because I'm always sleeping at that time. So, while I would love to support more like local mom and pop shops, they're usually like, it's Litzy actually. I could change my username. Oh, it's up to, I can remember it. Litzy. Don't worry about it. I want to support more like local, but there's never any local. I go to the farmer's market though. I go to the farmer's market a fucking ton. And no one's selling coffee beans either. Because I'll make my own coffee right here, right now. But there's no one selling coffee beans. Because I live by farms. So there's a lot of produce. Tons of produce. And like meat sellers, egg sellers, like milk sellers. Because again, farm. Everything's farm. So, like there's pastries. Yeah, we are boycotting Starbucks. Fuck yeah. I used to work before at Starbucks, so honestly, it's not even different from other fucking places to make coffee. Like, we don't use anything special. Back in the day when I was working at Starbucks, I didn't use any fucking special. The espresso, you know the recipe. Oh fuck it, yeah, I know the recipes. The fuck. The espresso machines are like foolproof. Let me tell you some Starbucks secrets, because I don't fucking work there. And they didn't want to pay me overtime, even though I did a ton of it. It's overhyped. So the fucking espresso machines are fucking foolproof. Anyone can start using them, because there is 3 buttons. Medium, small, and large. I don't know why I started with medium. And you just you put the cup, or the espresso thingy, or you can put the cup. To be fair, you put the cup, you press the button, it just pours it, and then you add milk, and then you steam it. It's not that hard. And the flavoring is not that great. We don't use... Dude, don't ever get chai in Starbucks. That's disgusting. I seen that shit. I see what it looks like in the back. Don't get that. Yeah, Starbucks is overhyped. I would love to go to farmers markets. They always have the witchy stuff in the ones with a few counties over. I love my farmers market. I get pozole there. I always get pozole there. And I get mushrooms there. Because I love to have different kinds of like cooking mushrooms. They're so delicious. How do they make chai? So when I see other people talking about how they make chai in like local shops, it's like a whole process. Ours is like a fucking liquid syrup, dude. That's not what chai looks like. I'm gonna look up how, like, for example, hold on. But then we have to mix it with other shit. But it looks like a syrup. Hold on. I'm literally looking it up in chai. I'm literally, hold on. You'll get Indian chai. I like Indian chai. I'm just doing like a general, like, yeah, no, because you get like, you have to put like the sugar, you stir it and you get that and you add the tea. There's a whole like way to go about making chai, and it's like involves cardamom and stuff like that. Also, nice keyboard. Thank you. You can hear the clicks. Her chai is the best. So yeah, ours is a syrup. It is fucking disgusting. I don't like it. And we have to make it beforehand, before we give it to people. And then our whipping cream is just heavy whipping cream, like half heavy, half full. And then we put it in those shaker thingies, and then we put in like air. It's like this little thing that's supposed to be like air. And then we shake it a lot, and then we gotta get the air capsule out, and then we put it in the freezer. Every whipping cream in Starbucks is made the same day, but don't ask how old the milk is, because sometimes we use the milk from the last day, and sometimes it's not great. Not gonna lie, I'm a disgrace to all my South Asian friends because I don't like tea. Oh, it's okay. No shame. But yeah, no, I don't like the chai. So I learned, I worked there. I liked making the frappuccinos, I will say that. But they never had me on frappuccinos. Microwave duty was nice. They put you next to a little convention oven. And mornings were fucking shit. I always got morning like shifts, and every single time Starbucks would open and I would be working the hot microwave thingy. 12 tickets come out. 12 fucking tickets. Like, my dad is the person who drinks a bunch of chai, and then there's me. Ooh, frap. Did you get crazy customers? I mean, I did. Not gonna lie. There was 2. And they were frequent. So this lady knew how to play the system, which I don't even give. She wasn't a... how do I say this? She wasn't like annoying. She wasn't like a Karen, but she knew how to play the system. If you order milk on the side, like a cup of milk, and then you order on the side 2 shots or 3 shots of like espresso, and then get 2 cups of ice, it comes out being like, before it was like 2 something, and she could make 2 drinks out of the espresso that she ordered and then the milk that she can order on the side. And this lady played it. She knew how to get coffee, 2 large venti drinks for like $2. She knew. And then she would know, like, if we got it wrong even slightly, or we didn't know how to put it into the machine correctly, it would be like $3 sometimes. And she'd be like, that's wrong. Get your manager. Get your manager right now. And I would be like, I'm so sorry. This is my first day. I'm fucking sorry. I couldn't even get mad. But it's not her fault. She's being smart. Like, that's again. She's big brain. She was big braining than everyone else. The one bitch. There was one lady. I will fucking never forget her. I fucking hated her so much while working at Starbucks. It was during Christmas time. Because yes, I worked Christmas. I fucking... Black Friday, I worked that shit too. I hated everything. During Christmas time, this lady had accumulated Starbucks points. If you don't know what Starbucks points are, whenever you would purchase something, whenever you got a snack, you got a drink, you would be given points, stars. Those stars can be used towards the smallest thing, like adding a syrup to your drink, or getting a pastry, or even a free drink. This lady would get Starbucks every fucking single day. And whenever we would ask her, hey, would you like to use your points? She said no. And she was polite about it. And I was like, okay, nice customer. Again, I was working at Starbucks. I saw her every day. I was just like, oh, she's great. She's never given us a fucking problem. It was until Christmas time. It was until Christmas time that she wanted to buy. Do you guys know those peppermint crisps candy thingies? I don't know. They're like a dessert. They're like peppermint bars. She wanted to buy 10 of them using her points. No problem, no problem. The problem was that some of the points that she accumulated throughout the year expire. Or maybe a cash register person used them because she only had enough to get 2 of the boxes of peppermint bars. And little old me was just like, okay, I used all of your points. All of your points are used. And she's like, good. So this is all free, right? And I was like, oh no, you have to pay for the rest. You only had points for 2. And she went crazy. She went red in the face. How dare you do this to me? This is supposed to be Christmas gifts to my coworkers. And I'm like, dude, I get it. I get the thing. You just don't have those points. Those points aren't there. They must, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. I don't distribute the points. And my manager saw that this lady already started yelling, and she was great. She was just like, hi, how can I help you? What's going on? And she's like, I wanted this many of the peppermint bars, and your person is like saying I can only get 2. And I explained, it's like, oh, well, she told me to use all her points, and she only had enough points for 2. So I will always dislike this lady, because tell me why. Her whole show, and she's got like 3 for free. She got 3 for free. She got the 2 that she got. She got those points returned to her card. Okay, so no, technically she got 5 for free. And she didn't get the other 5 that she wanted, so she wanted 10. Yeah, this bitch went... Again, I respect the hustle. Don't be an asshole to fucking customer service people. We're fucking trying. She's been investing and ended up getting smacked for not reading the terms and service. Yeah, but sometimes when fucking their attitudes, especially when we have long lines and a rush, my manager just wanted to get her on her way. Yeah. And then I got really sick, and I told him about it, and they didn't want to give me hours after I came back from being sick and going to the dentist and doing all these other things. So then I quit. So whatever. Starbucks sucks. Rush hours are the worst. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it so much. But I try to be so respectful to every other customer service worker anywhere else. I'm just like, they're like, I'm so sorry, there's a line, I'm so sorry, there's, everything's backed up. And I'm like, don't worry about me. It's fine. I get it. My sister used to work at a department store. And with me being like, I used to work as a waitress and then at Starbucks and then at, what the fuck was that coffee shop? I worked at a different coffee shop. Bye, Archie. Sleep. Have a good night's sleep. Go, Mimis. Enjoy it. There was another coffee shop that I worked at. It was like Pete's, I don't know. Petey's. I don't know. Coffee Bean? It wasn't Coffee Bean, was it? No. Yeah, anyways. I'm like, I was supposed to be drawing. I'm like, I'm so bad at drawing and talking. I get distracted so easily. I mean, at least do a line so I feel like I'm being like progressing in something. But yeah, no, fuck that. I had more fun being a waitress. That was better. I'm stretching, I'm so sorry. No, but I wish there was stuff like that. When I go to the farmer's market, like I was saying, I usually get mushrooms. I've been wanting to try to get... Do you, or did you go to college? I used to go to college. I used to. I was an English major. English journalism, if we're trying to be specific. Except I don't sound nor write like I got an English degree. It didn't stick. It's okay. College was fun in its own way. I didn't have a single friend, but I enjoyed it. There was this guy that hit on me. I told Peter about this, my partner. And he was in my group. It was really awkward. But he did, hey MeliZ, hey Ram. He did introduce me to this anime. It's really cool. It was a good anime. It was Summer Wars. Was it Summer? Yeah, it was Summer Wars. This man gave it to me in a DVD. And I was like, damn. Commitment. Duh, we had like a class together. That was it. But this man burned a CD or DVD for me to watch Summer Wars. I was like, okay, nice. Thanks. Okay. I took fencing. That was fun. I wish I could do fencing again. That was really fun. I took swimming. I was really active in college. I will say that. Because I could. I will give you an advice if you guys are in college. Or at least community college. Because I went to community college. I'm going to tell you this. Do everything. Everything that you wanted to do in high school or in middle school. And you weren't allowed to do it because of whatever reason. Whether it be you weren't good enough. Whether it was your size. Whatever. Or you just were too shy. Just do it. Just do whatever. Porque I would have been so upset si I didn't go and do the fencing, if I didn't do the swimming, if I didn't do all those things. I had one semestre que literally it was, my first class was fencing. My second class was swimming. My third class was some other sport. I think it was, what was it? It was another sport. Obviously, it didn't stick with me. Commit murder, you know, JK. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't be silly. Do arson, you know, just the regular stuff. I'm just saying, if you're gonna do anything in college, don't do stupid shit though. But I got to do all that stuff. I was not a good swimmer. I left that swimming class learning a little bit more than I did. Like if I'm on a boat and it's that like it's sinking, I can float. Así, mero, así. Like I'm surviving by floating. I ain't saving anyone's ass. If you guys were with me on a boat and it's sinking, I love you, pero buena suerte. Fencing was fun. I did take biology because it was a required course. No entendí nada. No entendí chetos. It was... I left that class always so confused. And I was like, this is why I'm not doing science. I went into my English class, or my journalism class. Tell me why I talked my way into becoming editor-in-chief of my school's paper, while there was other people there with years more experience than me. Was it my writing skills? No. Was it my speaking skills? No. The teacher was like telling the class, fix your back. Okay, let me fix my back. Was telling the class, is there anyone with experience over what have you done journalistic wise? You study journalism too? Fuck yeah. Dude, my journalism class, we found out that the school's student council was embezzling funds, and also the teacher was of my class too. It was crazy. I don't even know if I weren't using the word correctly. They were receiving funds that was supposed to be for one thing and using it for other things like parties and alcohol. So anyways, yeah, that was fun. And then I left. I made this whole mess. We found the shit about my teacher or the professor. We found this shit about the student council. I had the best people investigating this shit. We got all that shit and then I left. I was like, I'm out. See ya later. I'm out. I'm not... I did my due diligence and I left that shit. I was so proud of that paper, that issue that we came out talking about all the funds. I majored in it, but since I'm too idealistic and media's corrupt as fuck, I couldn't bring myself to work in it. Dude, that's literally what happened to me. I fucking had a major in it too, and I wanted to be a journalist for the longest time, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna work in the newspaper, and I'm gonna do all these things, but I fucking couldn't bring myself after the corruption of like everything written. You couldn't even trust news medias for the most part when it was so bad. I tell my partner all the time, it's like, I have a useless degree. I have this degree and it's fucking useless. I cannot use it for anything. Because once upon a time, there was a little MeliZ who was just like, I'm gonna be an English major. I'm gonna be a journalism. Fuck that. Girl, first year of college, I'm an art major. Dude, high five. Let me give you a high five. There we go. You're an art major. Good luck. I'm not gonna lie. Art majors, they are the backbones of college. I've seen what they put you guys through. I don't know how you do it. No sé cómo lo haces. No sé. I could not do the same thing art majors do. Carrying those huge boards, having to study something for like hours on end, days on end, having to do a project throughout the year for one grade only for your fucking professor to be like, this is shit, do it again. I've seen them. I've seen people cry in the art majors. Pero like, dude, more power. I'm here. I'm here rooting for you. Porque I could never. And the thing is, you know what's so fucking... Oh, girl, I might be struggling, but I'm not failing. Okay, good. good. I'm still rooting for you. Porque I seen some fail. I seen them crying. It's so funny. Porque, like, my abuelita, she sometimes is like, oh, mija, porque you didn't take an art class? And I always look at her because I'm just like, you were the same person that told me not to pursue art. You were the one who told me that art was not gonna get me anything. I hate that so much. When my grandma's like, oh, you should have taken an art class, haha. I swear to God. I just think about it every day, and I'm like, abuelita, te quiero, te amo, You are a son of a bitch sometimes. Te amo. I love you. I love you. I love your comida. Te amo. Te amo. Mucho amor, abuelita. Pero you were the same person that told me not to do art. It's like when parents tell you later on, yo no te pegué. Yo no te hice nada. I didn't hit you. I didn't do anything to you growing up. What are you talking about? Sometimes I tell my mom, and I'm like, Mom, remember when you like beat the shit out of me when I was like a kid? She's like, I never did that. I never did that, Melly. Why are you lying? And I was like, what do you mean? I remember it. I love my mom though. I love my grandma so much too. She is like my mom too. But yeah, college is great. Good times. The coffee's good there. I don't know what they put in it. They put something in it. I'd be getting work done so much faster when I was on college coffee. Back then, they would be like, "Oh yeah, Starbucks. This is the Starbucks brand that we're using in this coffee shop. Definitely, bitch. That did not taste like Starbucks coffee. Oh no sé. I don't know what they put in that shit. I don't know. Porque I would have times. It's also the atmosphere. I want to say that. I want to say that's the atmosphere. I want to hope because I swear to God, I got addicted to those stupid coffees. And then I remember that during exam time, the coffee shop would have like these sales for espresso shots and just taking straight shots. So you would see the coffee shop of just students just taking shots of espresso. And I would be like, fuck. Yeah, I guess I'm one of the lucky ones. My family supports me on my artwork. They don't get it, but they still have my back. Dude, yeah. You're one of the rare ones. My family is... Yeah. I think it wasn't until recently that they've gotten better about supporting and stuff like that, especially since obviously I had to come out to my family. And they love my partner. So it was great. But I don't know. I think it's just the newer times now they are. I mean, my grandma still tells me I'm gonna burn in hell, but I'm like, oh, abuelita, te amo. You know? But like, I don't know. I'm glad though. I'm glad you're pursuing your dreams. You pursue your dreams. Don't let anyone hold you back. If they do, just like chingate. Porque no one else can live your life but you. I'm thinking it's the atmosphere. I want to hope it was the atmosphere, not anything they were putting in the drinks. I guess I'm not even going to college anymore, so it's like... But I will say that Asian families don't understand art that much. I'm sorry. I will say that I do really feel bad about my degree that I have. It is literally useless. English journalism, specifically. It's useless. I can't use it for anything. Like, and still to this day. It works better as, like... What does my partner say? It's more useful as toilet paper than anything else. Honestly. I get so sad, though. Because I do remember... Girl, saying I was so afraid to come out the closet, I thought my grandma was homophobic. Was she not? Was she good? Good vibes? Dude, my grandma was. But she likes my partner too much. So, she learned. Nah, it breaks my heart having my degree. It really does. Young Melly was just like, I'm gonna do all this shit. I'm gonna write. I can't wait. I'm gonna do all these interviews. I got to meet a lot of people that were important in the journalistic world when I was in college, and like, It happened so fast. I graduated college. And, like, then the degree was useless. And I was just like, I fucking hate everything. My grandma was before she came to America, but my uncle snapped her out of it. He made her realize that things are different here. I was so lucky. I am so glad for you. Holy shit. Yeah, mi abuelita, my mom, and mi familia, sí, son todos de Mexico. I was the first one born here. Was I the first? Yeah, I think I was. Besides my cousins, you know? But I was. And for toda my childhood, like when I was little, I wanted to be a vet, right? And I wanted to pursue art. Like, I wanted to do all these things. I loved art. I loved animals. So I thought either I'm going to be an artist or I'm going to be a veterinarian. Because my family was also super fucking religious. I remember the priest was like, why are you going to be a vet? Why can't you be a doctor for people? And I'm like, well, now I just don't want to be a vet. I don't want to be a doctor. I don't want to be... Nope. I guess I'm not doing any of those things because you told me I can't. Because I was spiteful. I don't know. But I'm too emotional when I see animals now. I could never be a vet. They see, like, the good and the bad. Like, oh, I couldn't. My heart could not take it. I'm fixing my cushion on my chair. But you cry when you see our dog. Yeah, we do. That's what I'm saying. Are you looking forward to the new myth being released in LE? Yes. Yes. I need to go and I need to remember that I need to upgrade my memories. I haven't streamed anything because technically the only thing to stream would be the event. And it's just an event. It's not story. I'm kind of waiting for more story to be released. Yeah, I can't be a vet. You're right, Peter. I can't be a vet. I'd be crying like a little... I'd be crying too much. I already cry when I see, like, doggos in military because I would be like, why are you gonna put the puppies? Because they're all like German Shepherds. And I have a German Shepherd, so I get really emotional because my German Shepherd's a little... Está poquita pendejita. So, like, I get emotional because I know my dog's a little dumb. And I'm like, oh my god, you guys are getting German Shepherds that are a little dumb? And you're gonna put them like that? I don't like it. I don't like it. I get too emotional. Do I know my MBTI type? Oh, hold on. I think I do. Hold on. I know the image because I took the test before. Hold on. INFP. But that was like, I took that a while ago. So, it is like a personality test kind of thing. There is one that you can take that is several questions long. But I know mine was between an INFJ and an INFP, which means like the INFJ is that I'm quiet and mystical yet very inspiring and tireless idealistic. And an INFP is poetic, kind, altruistic people, always eager to help a good cause. So that's my type. I'm the diplomat type. Same. Well, by the way you talk, I thought so. Damn, you really be... I am an INFPT. Damn, you really caught me. You really caught me out there. Damn. You really said, I hear her speed patterns. I can do this. I can figure I could figure her out. Nah, but you're right. But yeah, you can take the. You just have to put like a MBTI type test on Google, and there's several. I don't have one I could recommend, but there are several, and it just kind of gives you an idea of what kind of personality you are, and then what types you would get more along with. But yeah. The website is called 16 Personalities. Okay, I'll try it. Oh, you should. It's fun. It's not like one of those things that's like, that's purely the most authentic. It's not gonna be like, you're an asshole. It's really, I don't know. It just helps you. It doesn't, it gives you more insight into like the kind of person. Is that the trash man? I don't know. I'm like listening. Turning my head. I don't know. I don't know. I'm still listening out for this trash man. He wants to fight me. He should have gotten in the trash already, but knowing his ass. Or maybe he came already when I went to go drop off my partner at work. I don't know. But I'm ready to fight him. It's actually scary how accurately INFP describes me. Really? I mean, yeah, I can imagine. Trash man gets the timeout corner. He does! No, you know the trash... No, you're not here at home when the trash man comes. But I told you how he laughed. And then I told you how, like, he hits them corners. Or no, I tell you how he makes a lot of noise and how fast he goes. They leave a mess sometimes. I can be angry at them. Be right back. We're gonna go take the test. Hey, Peter, did you take the test before? The types? Like the different MBTI types? The personality types? I'm gonna put some color so I can see what I'm coloring this. Okay. Ooh, not that. My goodness. Do this. Refer. There we go. I wanted to start coloring something. Sometimes when you're in the middle of a drawing and you feel like, oh, I can't get through the lines, just start drawing. Like, start painting. There's no order you can do. Go crazy. Fuck order. Anarchy. I'm not gonna lie, talking about coffee. I want coffee. I really do. But I don't know. Again, I was talking about it. I don't know. I don't know where to get anything for the coffee. I don't know where to go. I could just be not lazy and make coffee at home. Like, I could do that. I could make coffee at home. I don't want to make one right now. I don't want to do it. I could. I don't want to. I'm trying to draw some of this because imagine, okay, but coffee home doesn't hit the same. It doesn't! You would think it would. Not gonna lie, sometimes when we have coffee with my mom, it does taste good. Because the coffee maker, and because I'm not the one making it. Everything tastes so much better when it's like someone else making it for you. But no, it's because sometimes McDonald's doesn't. Yeah. It's not great. It's burnt. You know what? I'm pretty sure this is supposed to be much more lighter, but I went so pale with her hair. You know what? I'm gonna do this. There we go. You know what? Maybe that red will fit. Like the one iced coffee experiment you made at her house was good. I mean, it wasn't my best work. I feel like I could have done better. If you guys didn't know, what I did was I shaved down a Nilla cookie, Nila's. I shaved them down until they were a dust. And with the shaved Nila's, I mixed it into the milk, and I used like a spoon to get it kind of foamy. So when I was pouring the coffee, I put ice first and then the coffee, which makes it a bit more watery, which makes it kind of easier for me to work with because then I can kind of ratio out the milk and the coffee a bit more when you do add that water. If you didn't know, Americanos are made basically of espresso and water. You're not getting any kind of milk when it comes to an Americano, unless you ask for milk, but a straight Americano is just water and espresso. So adding the coffee, though it's not an espresso, adding it to the water waters it down. So it's, even if it's burnt, because my mom tends to burn it, it works. So then I put the milk in, and the pistachio milk, basically, not pistachio, regular milk with Nilla mixed into it, and then I put it with whipped cream with shavings of Nilla on it, with the Nilla cookie in the whipped cream. It was just like, it gave a hint of Nila's. It gave a hint. It wasn't as strong as I wanted it to be. But it was okay for what I could do. Obviously, if the Nila's were like in a syrup form, it would be much more of a stronger taste. But it wasn't. Trying to get at least some of this done. There you go. I'm getting parts of this done. It's getting done. There you go. It's getting there. It is. I mean, it's not like done, but I am very proud of it. Because this one I can go a little bit lighter. No, I think brighter. Nope. Like this. It looks really pretty so far. I'm hoping. Like, I'm hoping it comes out. I am having a hard time with the coloring, though. Because I feel like if I might go too dark if I put this. See? But whatever, I can see how it goes. Like, what's the worst that can happen, honestly? As long as I get this done before the convention, I'll be already proud of myself. Oh, that's a big stretch. I was bending like a fucking shrimp. Pero, yo, hey, yo, what's up, my dude? My dudettes. Okay, crazy question. Ever wondered about the MTV lads boys are? Sorry, I'm obsessed. Dude, wait. Yes. Hold on. Let me look at the personality types. Because for sure, talking about Zayn, he's one of, like, the Sentinels, so he would be, like, a crazy, like, oh, it's between ISTJ. Haven't watched MTV in forever. Aw, damn. Dude, I haven't watched MTV in forever. I remember when I was watching MTV back in, like, elementary school, middle school, I would get up early in the mornings and listen to, like, the music of the day and stuff like that. That's where I was introduced to, like, a majority of my music back in the day. Like, Pink, Panic at the Disco, when it was, like, all of them, before all the drama, but when it was actually all of them together. Red Hot Chili Peppers. Dude, old MTV was goated. Dude, that shit was good. You think Raph is ENFP? Ooh. Enthusiastic, creative, and sociable free spirit who can always find a reason to smile. Dude. Okay. Maybe. But he's also like ISFP. Like, come on. The LED psychoanalysis. No, but okay, if you imagine, he's also like really, like, he's not manipulative, but he knows how to word things to get his favor. So I also think he's... Ooh, hold on. There's one. ISTP. I was actually music television back then, although I did like the gamer shows. Dude, wasn't MTV... I don't know if I'm wrong. Hear me out. I don't know if I'm wrong. Wasn't it when they introduced that one YouTuber who would do, like, fail videos? Dude, I swear to God, when they started adding shit like that, yeah. Dude, I used to watch, like, those, like, My Sweet 16, and... Dude, I Pimp My Ride. That was on MTV, wasn't it? I watched that shit, dude. For me, whenever I watched Pimp My Ride back in the day, I was always like, oh, this looks so cool. I wanted every single thing they had. The fucking TVs in the trunk, velvet seats. Pimp My Ride was great. Like, that shit, I wanted everything. As I'm older, I was like, oh God. Imagine having leather everything inside of your car and the TVs in the back. Where are you gonna put all your shit? Or how they were... Dude, what was the other shit they've done? They've done like random shit. Oh, like having a boombox built into the car. Imagine how hard it was to get a fucking oil change and half of this shit. I haven't looked back at them, but when I was younger, I wanted a car and then have them mod. Yes! Dude, that was my dream. That was my dream. I wanted them to take my car, whatever it was, and just make it great. I didn't know what I wanted, but those things, I wanted everything. My back childhood me was just like, when I have a car, they're gonna do it. I didn't think about the price. I didn't have anything. I just wanted them to pimp my ride. Everyone looked so happy leaving that show. I wanted that for me. I wanted that. Wasn't it random people that got lucky, got their cars pimped out? I don't think you needed money. There was a controversy that came out, or not a controversy. It's not even, damn, I'm using wrong words. But it was, some of them were random, but it was more than not, like, chosen. Like, but maybe it was more fake than we realized anyways. It was more chosen, and then most of the people couldn't even take their cars, from what I heard. Like, they were not runnable. And then there was this thing where the cars would break down, like, within the week, and they would take it back, and they'll be like, well, there's nothing we can do. Like, there was such a lot of, like, backlash when it came to that. It's kind of just, like, the same thing with, like, a lot of those shows back then. You find out the truth about it, and all the little magic, like, fades. Which is why you don't see a lot of people with those cars, you know? You ever question, like, what happened to those cars? I think only one person was able to, like, keep their car. Which sucks. And they said that it molded. It was, like, the leather car one. It, like, molded really fast. I think he had, like, leather on the outside as well. I guess they just wanted stuff to make cool looking shit, no matter if it was actually worked or not. Dude, but that shit was like my childhood. I still don't regret it. Like, I want that, like, naivety. Naive? I want to be that naive again, to believe, like, all that shit. You know? I don't regret watching that shit. I love that shit. The only thing that I knew was fucking real was those Sweet 16s. And every single time they would always invite, like, an artist, right? I remember watching that. And then the fucking girls would be crying when the people wouldn't come. And I'm like, well, obviously, they're not gonna come. Like, why are you gonna be inviting, like, Justin Timberlake? He's not coming. You don't know you. And then the ones that the celebrities that did come were, like, random celebrities that no one really heard of, but everyone was hyping up like they knew who they were. Dude, I want to play Love in Deep Space right now, I'm not gonna lie. I'm, like, so tempted. For the most part, I need to get Peter doing the lads event this week, because he hasn't. And to be fair, I haven't been on his ass about it either. For the most part, we've been playing the new Overwatch event. Because I wanted to get this skin for Moira. And I have it. And I love it. And I adore it. And I think it's really... Save your art. I will. And I think it's the absolute best skin that I can ever have for Moira. Except for her... what is it? Banshee? I love her Banshee. I have Banshee. That shit's good. Haven't played Overwatch in a while. It's fucking broken. So, like, it's fun in a broken way. I can play Widow. Because the fucking hitboxes are shit. But... it's fun. I think it's more fun when you're playing with someone. If you're playing by yourself, you get more frustrated than anything. I find myself, like, raging a bit more when it's just... Wait, that wasn't fake. That wasn't fucking fake, dude. Dude, I became top 500 Widow. Not actual, but, like, Dude, those shots were fucking ridiculous, dude. Let me tell you. It was like... I'm gonna use this art for an example. As Widow... I would shoot here and it would be a headshot. And that was not even... Dude, it was like that for... Hanzos were getting in their ult. Within, like, 2 minutes. because friends stopped playing. Oh man, I'm sorry. I only play with my partner because a lot of the people that I had on my friends list, they stopped playing too. So like I miss those times where I could play with people. It was so much fun. My old rank was the highest rank I've gotten is like a high plat, almost diamond. And that's when I was playing with friends and stuff like that. But again, a lot of people stopped playing. A lot of people were just like, eh. But yeah, the hitboxes were like here. Headshot. And be like, headshot. Oh, down here? Headshot. It's fucking ridiculous. You play with me, but I need to get my rank up so I can play with you again. I'm sorry. Peter's trying to get his rank up. I got GN back in the day in Overwatch 1 and only played casually in Overwatch 2. And I don't like playing competitive games alone anymore. Way too frustrating. I get it. I was playing with my partner, and he is lower ranked than me. And I was like, oh, let me get down to that rank to help you, like, get up. But it is frustrating. It's not as fun. We were on such a bad losing streak for a while. We were... I had to take a break from playing with my partner because I'm just like, I need to play by myself for a little bit. I'm so sorry. I thought I was the problem. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a support main, and I thought I was the problem. And it wasn't like, oh, my partner is the problem. I just thought, like, maybe I'm holding the team back. I have the most healing and the most assists. I must be the one, though. I was not the one. Ends up that everyone was getting like 2,000 healing, and here I was doing like 20 to 25k in healing. It was not a me problem. I don't know. I feel like Overwatch is like forcing so many like new characters and new things. I got Mediator INFP. Oh, look at you! Nice. INFP. I'm looking at it. I want to see what you are. Poetic, kind, altruistic people, always eager to help in a good cause. Lizzie, look at you. Look at you. That's so good. We were talking about how for the boys from Lads, like... Okay, so we were talking about how Zane, for me, is INSTJ and ISFJ. I'm so bad with, like, saying one letters at a time. But for Raphael, I think he's either an ISFP, obviously, because, you know, or what is it? INTJ? I think so. Or I wonder if that was the one that I said. But I feel like with Raphael, even though he's really artistic, I feel like he's one of those people who's a strategic thinker. And he's got like 5 different scenarios already, boom, ready. Though he doesn't outwardly act like that. And I think from the last preview of chapter 8, going on to chapter 9, it's a true representation of that personality type, or, you know, that MBTI type. Because, yeah, this man, he has this whole shit planned. Well, I don't think that Zane has everything planned out. I do think he is like a person who is he knows how to like how I'm trying to find the right word. He's good at managing people. He knows, he's practical and fact-minded, which is like ISTJ, like definitely, but he's also like ESTJ. I don't think I know too much about Xavier to like really definitely give him like a personality type kind of thing. But going back to Overwatch, this cute thing happened. I will say this. I was driving on the freeway. My car is very themed. I do have Junkrat and Mercy on my car. I'm way lost with the other topic. I am so sorry. It's because I have YouTube up and they're talking about a Otome game, like a dating sim game. And on Twitch, I'm talking about Overwatch. So I'm trying to jump between two subjects. Talking about Overwatch, though, I have Mercy and Junkrat on my car. And they're not pretty big. They're like peakers. But they're there. This car in the freeway drives up next to me, points to my peakers, and it's like he's half outside the window during the freeway, and he's like, yeah, he sends me hearts and he's pointing to my stickers, and I'm just like, oh, thank you. That was the best day of my life, because I'm like, this man, he appreciates a good ship. I like to ship like out of like left field kind of shit. So my number one Overwatch ship that is like so left field is my Junkrat and Mercy. That is very left field. Yes, it is my Tour de France. That's my shit, dude. That is my shit. To the point where it's literally my gamer tag. My gamer tag is Mercy Rat for Overwatch. That shit is top. That shit's good. That shit's delicious. I do get a little embarrassed talking about it though, because people are like, why? And I'm like, why not? There's no reason. There's no reason to my ships. There doesn't need to be. It's like, who else do I ship? Like Kiriko and Junker Queen. There's no sense to that. I like it though. Even though I think like the most popular ships is like Genji and Mercy. Kiriko might be like the last new hero that I use. Kiriko's still fun. I like Junker Queen. She is the girl, the babe that I always wanted in a game. Like she's kind of slow, but she gives you like, I don't know how to describe it, but when I throw the dagger and it gets someone, it pulls them in. It's like, yes. It's like Roadhog, but with tits, and I love it. But I do love Roadhog. He has tits too, but I love him too. I don't know. I imagine Roadhog is actually so soft. Roadhog has tits too. I was about to say, I'm sorry. I corrected myself. He has good tits too. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Rody. I don't mean to. No, he has tits. I guess no, he does have defined tits too. I guess someone without a mask. There you go. I can't even bring in his tits because he's got good ones. Was one of my most played when I didn't play DPS. Roadhog was so much fun. I used to play him all the time. And when I would play him, I would be like, come here. Like I would do the voice and I would be like, come here. Whenever I would hook someone. So whenever I would play with my friends or with my partner, they're like, what the fuck? Why are you deepening your voice like that? And I'm like, I don't know. It just comes out whenever I hook someone. It's like when you're healing a Genji, you just say, fuck you. Like it just comes out. It's just so natural. There you go. I need healing. Swear to God. Every time I see a fucking Genji spamming, I will tell you this. Every single time. I don't know he exists anymore. He just doesn't exist in my peripheral. Because you're gonna tell me this motherfucker is spamming I need healing when he's next to a fucking heal? Like a health pack? Like, you're gonna tell me? No. He doesn't need healing. He needs glasses. Swear to God. At this point, I only play Overwatch to get frustrated at them. And be like, you this dumb? That's something I hated when I played support. Like, everyone in front of me, I see your HP. You don't need to say that you need healing. Also, we have voice chat. That's one thing. That I try to use voice chat, but every single time I try to, whenever they hear my voice, you already know. You already know. It is something deep down that either you get met with men who are just like, hey, you wanna partner up? Or girls that are just like, they auto click, like they auto pick MeliZ. Oh wow, you're a girl? Real? Oh my, yeah, fuck you. I fucking hate that. Or the girls, I'm not even mad that they pick MeliZ, but it's the fact that they only pocket one person. It's the fact that someone died right next to them and they don't res them. You're gonna tell me you're gonna be a MeliZ at this moment in time and you're not going to res the person. Your DPS is fully healed. You can turn around. You can res someone. I don't care if you don't heal them. I still out heal you as a Moira or an Ana. But could you just a little to the right and just res? A little. I do hate that. When it's like girls who are obviously, I'm not gonna lie, it's also boys. People who are obviously pocketing or like someone and it's obvious and they take MeliZ. And it's like they don't use MeliZ. I don't know. It doesn't surprise me though. I've been playing online games for a long ass time and girls are in fact quite rare. Or at least they don't announce it to the world. Mostly because they get harassed out of course. Yeah. The amount of times I had people while I was playing Overwatch telling me to, yeah. I just want to stop going on voice chat. I wish I could be more on voice chat. And sometimes I'll hear the most interesting conversations in voice chat, but I'm so fucking scared that if I say anything, the conversation will be steered away from what they're talking about to me being that I have, you know, I am a female. Like, that's what scares me. And it's, I mean, to any other person, it can kind of sound dumb, but I was listening to this really fascinating conversation between two people. And it was basically this one guy was from Russia and how that right before all the things that went down, they got out of there. And they were telling us about how it is in Russia. It was just an interesting conversation to listen into. And I wish I could have had a chance to ask him some questions because, again, I know I had a friend who lives currently in Russia and I haven't had contact with her. And I just wanted to see how it kind of is, but I was so scared. I'm a dude, so I don't go through that, but it sounds like it sucks. Yeah, because, like, you want to have these conversations with people. You want to, like, bond over a game that you like. Like, I do like Overwatch. I do find joy in it sometimes, you know, but it really is frustrating that, you know, you're trying to find, like, at least play a game. Like, having a few, like, 20 minutes of you guys getting along. But then there's always this one person who always ruins it, you know? There was one time I got on a game, and everyone was so polite to each other. All, obviously, guys. And I thought I could say, because they're like, hey, MeliZ Rat, say something, dude. We're here. Like, talk to us. We're going to win this. And I said, oh, hi. And they're like, oh, hey, how you doing? I'm like, fucking swear. Like, why does, like, dude, I don't want to be treated like one of the guys. I just wanted to be treated as your support. I want to be treated as, like, hey, don't overextend. Like, hey, like, yeah, I can only imagine because I don't even think about people treating me differently just because of my voice. Yeah, so I'm glad. I'm not angry that you don't experience it. I'm just glad. This is why you gotta 5-stack in competitive games. I know, but I don't even have 5 people that I can play with again. That we can even... When I did have a 5-stack, because I used to have a 5-stack. And it was really great because it was... I think it was like a bunch of guys. Yeah, I think so. I don't remember. I know one guy didn't talk at all, but the rest of them did. And it was great. Because for me, I just wanted to feel like I was a player. No one flirted at me. No one said anything weird to me. Everyone was just like talking to me like I was a player. And that was the most surreal thing. Exactly. I'm just treated just like another gamer. Just not just like gender. Exactly. But people just love their motivation. I had 5-stacks before, but obviously like people drop the game. I don't have anyone to play. Sometimes I think I want to play Overwatch on stream, but I don't want to be pressured in like talking on the voice chat in the game. And I feel like there's a lot of people that stream Overwatch that do it, and I don't know, I would feel kind of awkward if I didn't. But then again, like, fuck that idea. Like, if I don't feel comfortable, like, never put yourself into a position that you're not comfortable in either. I don't know. I think it would be fun to play Overwatch again. I had fun. I just wish it wouldn't be like, yeah, just do it. I know. Thanks. I'm just gonna do it. But yeah, I think it would be really fun to just, like, just play the game. But the thing is, I would go, I don't know. I'm still drawing. I am gonna be done though. I've been streaming for about 2.5 hours. I started stream way too late. I need to start streaming a little bit early, because I tend to want to stream about 3 to 4 hours. But I'm gonna go get a drink. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining me on my stream. I really appreciate it. Thank you, everybody, for all the messages, all for the love. And I love having these conversations with you guys. Honestly, this was fun. I haven't had fun like this in a while. Thank you so much for keeping me company. And I hope you guys have a good day. A good... oh, thank you for the follow. I hope to see you in other streams. Anyways, you guys, enjoy that. Hello. Hi, Bucky. I'll see you guys later. I am really tired. I'm gonna go eat. Bye. Johnny. Mwah, mwah, mwah.